Soft, whispery voice with deliberate pauses and gentle cadence. Now, I invite you to find a position of perfect comfort, a position you can rest in and remain in for a while. Perhaps you are already nestled in your bed, the weight of the day gently melting away into the mattress beneath you. Allow your eyes to close, if they haven't already, and just for a moment bring your awareness to your breath, not to change it, simply to notice it, the gentle, effortless flow of air, in and out. Feel the slight coolness as you inhale, and the soft warmth as you exhale. And with every exhalation, you can allow yourself to let go just a little bit more, releasing any lingering tension in your shoulders, your jaw, the space between your eyebrows. Let it all soften and smooth away. Now, in your mind's eye, I want you to imagine a gentle evening breeze, just a whisper of air, brushing against your skin. It carries the scent of distant rain on cool earth and the quiet rustle of leaves from an old, slumbering forest. Somewhere nearby, you can almost hear the soft, comforting crackle of a hearth fire, a sound so steady and so warm, it feels like a blanket for the soul. Listen to the sound of my voice, and let it become a part of this tranquil scene, a gentle guide, leading you deeper and deeper into a state of calm. Every word I speak is another step down a peaceful path, a path that leads to a quiet stone cottage, nestled in a moonlit clearing. Our story today begins with the weaver of Moonlight. There is a path you walk only in dreams or in moments like this, poised perfectly between wakefulness and sleep. It is a soft earthen path, lit not by the sun, but by the gentle glow of a full silver moon. The air is cool and carries the faint, sweet fragrance of night-blooming flowers. You follow this path, your footsteps silent on the mossy ground, until you see it, a small stone cottage nestled at the edge of a silent wood. Smoke, pale as a ghost, curls from its single chimney, and soft golden light seeps from its little window. But it is not the firelight that calls to you tonight. It is a sound, a rhythmic, wooden sound, a gentle clack, and a pause. Then another clack. You draw nearer, and the sound becomes the heartbeat of this peaceful night. Clack, and a soft whisper of thread. Clack, and the sigh of the wind. You peer through the small leaded glass window, and inside you see her, the weaver. She is an older woman, her face lined not with worry, but with the gentle passage of seasons, like the rings of an ancient tree. Her hair is the color of silver birch bark, and her hands, though aged, move with a grace that speaks of a lifetime of practice. She sits before a great wooden loom, and by the faint blue-silver light of the moon streaming through the window, she works. Her shuttle, a smooth boat of polished wood, flies back and forth through the vertical strands of the warp. With each pass, she pulls the beater forward, and there it is, that solid, comforting clack. It is a sound that seems to order the very chaos of the night, weaving silence into something tangible, something beautiful. And as you watch, you begin to notice the scent. It drifts through the window, through the very cracks in the stone, to meet you. It is the scent of dried lavender. Not overpowering, but a subtle, sleepy fragrance that seems to soften the edges of the world. You learn later that this is her secret. She doesn't just weave with wool or linen. She spins her thread with dried lavender buds so that every blanket, every cloth that leaves her hands carries this tranquil scent for years, a lullaby woven into the very fiber, keeping linens fresh and dreams sweet. The air inside her cottage is filled with this sleepy fragrance, a fragrant cloud of peace, and you can smell it too, can't you? Just faintly, on the edges of your awareness. The calming, soothing scent of lavender inviting you to breathe deeper and to relax further. Pause for a gentle, breath-like sound. Voice remains a soft, rhythmic whisper, mirroring the loom's cadence. Clack goes the shuttle. Clack. It is a sound that needs no translation. It simply says, rest. Clack. It says, all is well. Clack. It says, let go. Watch her hands now as they move. Her fingers, nimble and sure, guide the thread. They dance in the moonlight, these hands, a silent performance of immense patience. See how they touch the thread, how they feel its texture. It is a thread spun from the fleece of cloud-white sheep and twisted with those tiny, dried purple flowers of lavender. As her fingers work, they release a little more of that sleepy fragrance into the air, filling the cottage with a scent that feels like a memory of a perfect, peaceful afternoon. And the moonlight. Watch the moonlight. It spills through the window, a liquid silver pool that illuminates the emerging fabric on the loom. It is not a bright, glaring light, but a soft, forgiving glow. It touches the threads and makes them gleam, as if each one has captured a tiny, frozen star. The weaver doesn't need a candle or a lamp. The moon is her sole companion, her silent partner in this nightly work. As you watch her, you can feel the rhythm of her work beginning to synchronize with the rhythm of your own breathing. The gentle pull of the shuttle is like your gentle inhalation. The solid clack of the beater is like your soft, releasing exhalation. In and clack, out. In des and clacket isus out. Your body knows this rhythm. It is the rhythm of tranquility. It is the rhythm of the night itself. And as you breathe in, you can imagine that sleepy, lavender-scented air filling your lungs. A calming vapor that travels to every part of your body. It's soothing your mind, relaxing your muscles, calming your heart. And as you breathe out, you release any final thoughts, any whispers of the day, letting them drift away on your breath like dandelion seeds on a soft breeze, vanishing into the vast, quiet night. The calming, soothing scent of lavender inviting you to breathe deeper and to relax further. Pause for a gentle, breath-like sound. Voice remains a soft, rhythmic whisper, mirroring the loom's cadence. Clack goes the shuttle. Clack. It is a sound that needs no translation. It simply says, rest. Clack. It says, all is well. Clack. It says, let go. Watch her hands now as they move. Her fingers, nimble and sure, guide the thread. They dance in the moonlight, these hands, a silent performance of immense patience. See how they touch the thread, how they feel its texture. It is a thread spun from the fleece of cloud-white sheep and twisted with those tiny, dried purple flowers of lavender. As her fingers work, they release a little more of that sleepy fragrance into the air, filling the cottage with a scent that feels like a memory of a perfect, peaceful afternoon. And the moonlight. Watch the moonlight. It spills through the window, a liquid silver pool that illuminates the emerging fabric on the loom. It is not a bright, glaring light, but a soft, forgiving glow. It touches the threads and makes them gleam, as if each one has captured a tiny, frozen star. The weaver doesn't need a candle or a lamp. The moon is her sole companion, her silent partner in this nightly work. As you watch her, you can feel the rhythm of her work beginning to synchronize with the rhythm of your own breathing. The gentle pull of the shuttle is like your gentle inhalation. The solid clack of the beater is like your soft, releasing exhalation. In and clack, out. In and clack, out. Your body knows this rhythm. It is the rhythm of tranquility. It is the rhythm of the night itself. And as you breathe in, you can imagine that sleepy, lavender-scented air filling your lungs. A calming vapor that travels to every part of your body. It's soothing your mind, relaxing your muscles, calming your heart. And as you breathe out, you release any final thoughts, any whispers of the day, letting them drift away on your breath like dandelion seeds on a soft breeze, vanishing into the vast, quiet night. Inside the cottage, the fire in the hearth crackles softly, a low, warm counterpoint to the cool moonlight. It paints dancing orange shadows on the stone walls, shadows that sway and bow to the rhythm of the loom. The weaver's cat, a sleek, dark shadow, is curled in a perfect circle on a worn velvet cushion, rising and falling with each breath, deeply, perfectly asleep. Everything in this space is at peace. Everything is content in its purpose. There is no hurry here. There is only the clack of the shuttle, the fragrance of lavender, and the gentle, unwavering light of the moon. You are safe here. You are welcome here. This stone cottage exists at the edge of dream, and you have found your way to its door. So let your awareness settle here, on the sounds, on the scents, on the feeling of deep and utter peace. Pause, allowing the listener to absorb the atmosphere. Voice becomes even softer, more melodic, as if blending with the moonlight. And now, as you watch, the weaver pauses for a moment. Her hands, which were a blur of motion, still themselves. She reaches not for a new shuttle, but for a different basket, one that sits woven from willow reeds at the foot of her loom. From it, she draws a handful of something that glimmers, even in this faint light. It is a thread, but unlike any other, a thread that seems to be spun from the moonlight itself. It is delicate, almost liquid in her hands. She carefully threads it onto her shuttle and begins to weave it into the cloth. With each pass of the shuttle now, a silvery strand is laid into the fabric. Clack, and a star is born in the weave. Clack, and a moonbeam is captured. She is not just weaving a blanket anymore. She is weaving the very night sky into the cloth. And as this moon thread intertwines with the lavender-scented wool, something magical begins to happen in the air around you. The sleepy fragrance of lavender now carries a cool, clean sensation. The scent of a clear, crisp night after a gentle rain. It is the aroma of tranquility, of vast, silent spaces, of dreams that are as deep and endless as the cosmos. You can feel this same magic beginning to work on you. With every breath you take of this enchanted air, you can feel a gentle, heavy warmth starting to spread through your body. It begins at the very tips of your toes. A soft, weighted feeling so comfortable, so secure, as if each toe is being gently tucked into a bed of warm, soft moss. This warmth, this heaviness, begins to slowly travel. Up your feet, soothing every muscle, relaxing every nerve. Your feet now feel so deeply relaxed, so heavy and so still. And this wave of comfort continues its gentle journey, up past your ankles, into your calves. All the tension of holding you up all day simply melting away, dissolving into a profound and pleasant numbness. The feeling is like sinking into the most perfect mattress you have ever known. A sensation of being fully supported, fully cradled. Your legs are now completely heavy, completely relaxed. And this is a wonderful feeling. The weaver sees you at her window, you know. She offers a faint, knowing smile, her eyes reflecting the moonlight she weaves. She pulls the beater forward once more. Clack. And with that sound, she seems to send this wave of relaxation up into your thighs and hips, a deep, satisfying release of all the weight you carry there. Let it go. Let it all melt away into the quiet of the night. There is nothing to hold on to here, nothing to support, only the gentle invitation to sink and to rest. The rhythmic clack, clack, clack of the loom is the only measure of time in this place, and it measures out moments of increasing peace. Your lower body is now immersed in a deep, heavy calm, so peaceful, so still. Pause, allowing the physical sensation to settle. Voice is a gentle, hypnotic murmur, each word spun like the moon thread. The weaver's hands continue their dance, the shuttle moving back and forth, the moon thread glowing with a soft internal light. Clack, And with that sound, the deep, heavy warmth that has so comfortably settled in your legs begins to rise. It flows upward like a slow, warm tide into the core of your body, into your stomach and your lower back. This is where we so often carry the knots of the day, the tightness of worries, both big and small. But here, in this cottage, to the rhythm of the loom, those knots begin to loosen. Imagine each clack of the beater is a gentle tap, softening those tight spaces, smoothing them out like wrinkles in the cloth. The warmth spreads through your abdomen, a soothing liquid heat that unwinds every coil of tension. It feels deeply comforting, like sipping a warm herbal tea that spreads its relaxation through your very center. All the internal chatter, the faint echoes of the day, they are being quieted, softened by the rhythmic clack and the lavender moonlight air. Your breathing has become so slow, so deep, perfectly matched to the weaver's pace. In as the shuttle flies, out as the beater meets the loom with a solid, reassuring clack. Your chest rises and falls with this gentle rhythm, and the wave of relaxation now fills your chest and your upper back. Your heart rests easily, calmly in its cage of bones, beating in time with the peace of this place. Each heartbeat seems to whisper, at peace, at rest, at peace, at rest. The weaver leans forward slightly, her eyes intent on her work. She is weaving a new pattern now, a pattern of swirling constellations and gentle night clouds. And as she weaves, she begins to hum a very old, very quiet tune. It has no words, this melody. It is a vibration more than a song, a low, soft drone that blends with the sound of the hearth and the loom. It is the sound of contentment itself. This hum travels through the air, and you can feel it resonating deep within your own relaxed chest, a gentle vibration that further lulls you into a state of serene stillness. Your torso, from your hips to your shoulders, now feels heavy, warm, and profoundly calm, anchored to the earth, yet floating on the scent of lavender and the sound of the loom. There is no need to move. There is no desire to be anywhere else but here, at this window, watching this ancient, peaceful work. The moon continues to shine. The shuttle continues to fly. Clack. And you continue to sink deeper and deeper into tranquility. Pause, the humming sound fading gently. Voice remains a soft, resonant hum, then returns to a whisper. And now that same gentle warmth, that same heavy comfort begins to travel down a new path. It flows from your calm, quiet chest, down into your shoulders. You can feel it seeping into the muscles there, the muscles that so often carry the weight of the world. Feel them softening, loosening, as if the weaver's own hands were gently kneading away the burdens you've been carrying. This warmth is like liquid moonlight pouring into the very joints, bringing a profound sense of release. There is no need to hold anything up here, no need for strength. The night itself is here to support you. The rhythmic clack of the loom seems to vibrate directly into your shoulders, encouraging them to drop, to let go completely. And they do. Now feel this soothing sensation begin to travel down your arms, a slow, warm wave moving from your shoulders, down through your upper arms, a gentle, tingling numbness following in its wake. All the energy of the day, all the doing and the holding, is simply draining away, out through your fingertips, leaving behind only a pleasant, heavy stillness. The warmth reaches your elbows, and now it flows into your forearms, the muscles there unwinding like spools of thread, finally coming to rest. Your hands feel soft and open, the palms relaxed. Your fingers feel loose and separate and still. You can imagine, if you like, that fine silver threads from the weaver's loom are gently tied around your wrists, connecting you to this peaceful rhythm, your own pulse beating in time with the clack and the clack, and the clack. Your arms now feel so heavy, so completely relaxed, that it would be a great effort to even think of moving them. A wonderful, weightless heaviness. They are simply resting, sinking, supported by the air itself, which has become as soft and substantial as the weaver's lavender-filled blankets. The cat on the cushion stretches one paw in its sleep, a tiny, slow movement of perfect contentment, and the weaver's hum continues, a soft vibration that you can feel in your own relaxed throat. The loom continues its work, weaving the moonlight, weaving the silence, weaving you deeper into this tranquil night. Your body is becoming still, so very still, and your mind is beginning to quiet, like a pond becoming smooth as glass. Pause, allowing the sensation of weightlessness to settle in the arms. Voice is now barely a whisper, a breath of sound woven into the fabric of the night. The journey of relaxation continues, a gentle upward wave of that same heavy warmth. From your deeply peaceful shoulders, it now flows into your neck. You can feel it encircling your throat, a soft, silken scarf of warmth, loosening any tightness there. All the words you have spoken today, all the words you have heard, they can rest now. There is no need for them here. Only the silent rhythm of the loom and the soft hum of the weaver's song, and this warmth, this release, travels upward into the base of your skull. This is a place that holds so much, the weight of thought, the focus of the day. Feel it now being gently smoothed away. Imagine the weaver's fingers not on her loom, but gently massaging this point, allowing a deep and profound sense of ease to flood through you. The last vestiges of mental hold, letting go. The wave of calm now rises over your scalp, a gentle tingling sensation, like a whisper of cool moonlight dancing on your head. It softens your forehead, and now it flows down over your face. Feel the tiny muscles around your eyes soften and relax. The eyelids become so heavy, so comfortable, they would not wish to open. They are perfect weights, designed for rest. Any effort behind them simply dissolves. Your cheeks feel soft. Your jaw is loose and slack. Your lips are just gently parted. There is no expression to hold here, no face to make for the world. You are simply at rest. Every single feature of your face is smooth and calm and still. The weaver sees the complete peace on your face, reflected in the moonlit window pane. She gives a slow, satisfied nod. Her work is nearly done. The fabric on the loom is almost complete, a masterpiece of starlight and lavender, woven with the very sounds of the night, the clack of the shuttle, the sigh of the breeze, the crackle of the fire, and the deep, steady rhythm of your own breathing. Your entire body now is immersed in a deep, heavy, and wonderful stillness. From the tips of your toes to the top of your head, you are swaddled in warmth and peace. You are being held by the night itself. The sounds in the cottage begin to soften, as if moving farther away. The clack of the loom is now a distant heartbeat, the hum of the weaver, a lullaby from another room. You are drifting, floating, on a sea of soft, fragrant cloth, under a canopy of woven stars. At a pause, the sounds fading into a gentle, resonant silence. Voice is now the softest it has been, a mere thread of sound, almost indistinguishable from the listener's own thoughts. The tapestry is complete. The weaver's hands come to a final gentle rest upon the loom. The shuttle is still. The clack has faded into the silence from which it came, its rhythm now your own, the rhythm of slow, deep, resting breath. The only sound is the soft, sleeping sigh of the cat and the faint, fading crackle of the hearth fire, embers glowing like distant, friendly stars. She rises, her movements slow and graceful, and she gathers the cloth from the loom. It is heavier than it looks, weighted with starlight and serenity. It shimmers with a soft internal luminescence, and the scent of lavender and cool night air blooms from it, a final, gentle exhalation. She carries it to the window where you stand in your mind, and though she does not look directly at you, she smiles. With a whisper of motion, she drapes the tapestry over you. You feel its weight. Not a heavy weight, but the weight of a comforting hand, a soft sigh of security. It is the weight of the moonlit sky, the weight of silent clouds, the weight of perfect peace. It settles over you, and you feel yourself sinking into the most profound and comforting rest you have ever known. The stone cottage, the loom, the weaver herself. They begin to gently fade, their purpose fulfilled. They dissolve into the moonlight, into the fragrance of lavender, into the soft, dark warmth behind your eyelids. You are left alone with the feeling of the tapestry around you. A blanket woven just for you, woven from the clack of the shuttle, the silver of the moon, the purple of the lavender, and the deep, silent darkness of a perfect night. There are no more words to follow, no more sounds to guide you, only the feeling of the weave against your skin, the scent of sleep in the air, and the vast, welcoming quiet of the dream world, waiting to pull you gently into its embrace. Let go of the story now. Let go of my voice. There is only rest. Deep, deep and peaceful rest. The following lines are spoken with increasing pauses between them, the voice fading into silence. You are so deeply relaxed, so peaceful, so still. The story is woven. The night is here. Sleep now. Just sleep. Silence.